What is up, Hammerheads? Welcome back to the Forge. Today, I'm going to break down my fire kit and end out this flint and steel series that I've been doing. So, stay tuned. Alright guys, so let's break down my fire kit. So, first and foremost, on the outside of my kit, I keep 2 rubber bands. Now, these are Produce bands. I like them a lot because they're a little bit thicker rubber and they have a ton of uses, from lashing something to fire extending. I could even take both of these, hook them to a stick, a forked stick, and some cloth and make a quick down and dirty slingshot. So I mean, there's a lot of uses you can use rubber bands for. You can also take bicycle tubes and cut them and make what's called Ranger bands out of them, which are a little bit thicker, and you can cut them into various sizes. I have some of those. I like these because they're easier to fool with, but that's my personal preference. Inside my kit, I always carry char cloth, and I always keep it in a baggie so it'll stay dry. If you don't know how to make char cloth, check out my last video. I show how to make char cloth 3 different ways, which is from scratch, char material, from scratch with some blue jeans, some char that did not finish completely charring up, so I redid the process, and out of some sticks. So if you want to check that out, that was in the last video. I always have my fire steel. Now I have multiple fire steels. This is just my favorite. I always carry a ferrocerium rod. And I always have jute twine inside my fire kit. Now, this one I was getting ready to do a demo on. I'd been doing a few demos for a Whatnot auction, and I had some left over, so I just threw it back in my kit. Generally, I keep it rolled up fairly tight, but this one, because I already had it ready to go, I just left it in the kit. I always try to keep a little piece of fat wood in there too, because that is a great way of making fire if you do not have some very good material. If y'all would like to see a video really in depth about fat wood and stuff, just let me know. I'll get into it. I always carry a pencil sharpener with me. I prefer the double pencil sharpeners, you know, where it has the bigger one on the other side. This one was metal, and I think I got them for like a nickel or dime a piece or something, and ended up with a bunch of them years ago. And this one's been in my kit. But I like having a pencil sharpener because I can grab a stick, and this is just a green stick, and I'm not wasting my knife blade. But whether it's green or dry, and I make really good shavings with it. And I can whittle this down to here. You know, I can go all the way down with it. But what I'm left with also is a really nice spear point. And I can take 3 of these, 4 of these, and lash them with some jute twine or the bands, and make a really nice 3 or 4-headed, 5-headed pronged spear without having to use my knife blade. Because in survival, maintaining and protecting your resources like your blade and not using it for everything keeps your blade lasting longer, and you're not having to try to figure out how to sharpen it with primitive tools if you've never just sharpened with a rock before. I also carry in my kit different stones, and really I carry different size stones depending on what I'm doing. If I'm teaching a class on flint and steel, I always try to bring my bigger steel, and I always bring a bigger stone because I use a bigger piece of char, and it's easier to teach and show with this bigger piece whenever I'm trying to teach people techniques than it is with, say, a smaller arrowhead, and I'm having to bring everything in really close to do it. Now, I do carry, like I said, depending on where I'm going, multiple stones with me. I'll carry a small arrowhead with me, and as of recent, I got this from a a TikToker, and he's also on Whatnot. His name, it's Black Knife. I'll try to leave a link in the description to his stuff. He's an amazing flint knapper, and I carry one of these, and I ended up winning this at a Whatnot auction. But I always like carrying a little bit bigger spearhead with me too, because it gives me more versatility if I need something a little bit more for hunting. If I'm having to hunt something a little bit bigger, needing something for a little bit more protection than just a wooden spear, I have stone. It's a little bit better. But guys, let me see. One thing I always carry with me, you know, I have my ferro rod, I have all that. I always carry a knife with me everywhere I go, a fixed blade. Unless I'm not able to carry the fixed blade in that place with a 90-degree spine. I count my knife as part of my fire kit because I can, if I just have this, I can strike stones off the back of it, and I can strike ferro rods, all that, make all of my stuff, feathered sticks, everything with this one blade. Now this is the Michael Brown Pocket Companion. It is a really good knife, 5160 spring steel. He's a good friend of mine, and I got this from him to test it out, and I've been using it now for about 6-8 months. I can't remember exactly how long. There's a video of me actually doing a full test on it months back, so at least 4 or 5 months ago, so 6 months ago, something like that. But I really enjoy it. It's a good knife. It holds an edge very well. So if you're looking for a good EDC knife, check these out. You can get with Michael Brown on his Facebook page. But guys, that's my fire setup. That's my fire kit. If you got any questions on why I have mine set up the way it's set up, by all means, please ask in the comments. Or if you have some comments telling me, you know, what I could add to it to make it better, I'm always learning. I will never say I know it all. So guys, that's the video. I just wanted to, like I said, do a quick video of what I carry in my kit and finish out the flint and steel, because I showed everything else. I wanted to show also what I carry with me in my fire kits. But yeah, guys, that's the video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I'll see you on the next one. God bless. Keep hammering.